Hello everybody and welcome to a new world in Terraria where I may have already built some stuff, mostly just a place to live. As you can see, it's not quite finished, just what I've been working on for a little bit though. And I realized in the character I was playing on that I had gotten some NPCs because of it. So the arms dealer, I'm gonna act like he doesn't exist until I actually have a gun. That's how it's supposed to work. The other ones are all fine, you can get those at the beginning anyway. So there's going to be a regular difficulty world, softcore, and I haven't explored a single bit of it yet. All I've done is built that, and that's it. It's already almost nighttime though, so we'll see how that goes. I probably built it over maybe 2 in-game days. I realized that one of the hardest things that was really annoying to get was pearl stone brick. It's easy to get the stone, but you have to get pearl sand as well. That actually ended up being quite a chore. So I'm going to start off, go ahead and get a wooden sword. Heavy, less speed. Well, we can replace that real quick. You can't do stuff in your inventory too much whenever you're still swinging. If you have it to where it auto pauses anyway. You have to wait till you're actually done swinging your weapon before you can do whatever you want to do. It's a little bit frustrating, but that's okay. So I'm not even going to care about going inside on the first night, because on regular difficulty enemies aren't that threatening. I mean, they can suck still, but compared to like expert mode, screw that. I wasn't really having fun on that one anymore because I was progressing so slowly, and I realized that the bosses were going to be immensely difficult, and I didn't like that. You know, when you're swinging your weapon, one thing you have to be careful about is, well, you have knockback of course, but if you turn around and they're behind you and you're hitting them, you're actually knocking them towards yourself, which in the wrong situation would be pretty dangerous. Don't have any torches. Barely even saw that just because I broke the pot. I forgot to make chests at home, that's right. That's okay though. A boomerang. Heck yes. Not bad stuff. It's just a wooden boomerang, but it's still not bad. Kind of better than a sword, or a wooden sword. As long as you don't miss anyway. You know what? I would go underground, but I don't have any torches yet, so... Oh wait. Yes I do. I'm a liar. So ice, if you jump down on it from a large fall, it will break the ice. So I'm going to use some ropes and climb down. Also be careful of sliding. I let go of that a long time ago. Let go and you just keep going for a little while. There's an altar. It means we have, what is that, corruption? Looks like corruption in this world. A little bit different than Crimson, but overall corruption enemies are actually easier to defeat, but you don't get quite as good of rewards. It's not like a 2 or 3% difference, but it's still there. Oh, get some gel. Also, I didn't realize apparently gel is an ammo, and so you can put it in your ammo slots to save some inventory space. I realized that when I was reading up on it, like using a flamethrower, it'll use gel as ammo. And I've realized another really good item I'm going to definitely get is the piggy bank. Piggy bank acts like a chest that you can move while the items are still in it, and you can carry it on you at all times. But if you've ever played Minecraft, it kind of works like an ender chest, to where if you're holding it and you put something in it, like you have two, you have one at home, you have one on your inventory. You put yours down, put stuff in it, and it's the same inventory either way. But if you put money in it, the money won't drop. It's safe from other players or from enemies killing you. So if after you defeat a boss or something, if you have a lot of money right before you get to a boss, you can place that down real quick and save your money. Not to mention it can really increase your inventory pretty much. There's not too much down here. I see some copper, but I haven't really found anything. This is totally like me in real life though. Not that I'm like gothic and wear like skull shirts that much anymore. But red hair. My hair's not that crazy though. But black clothing every day. All I wear. Funny, I'm actually wearing white shorts currently and a blue and gray shirt. I'm a liar too, apparently. I don't always wear black. Well, this is not the best cave I've ever been in at all. It probably goes further down here, but I'm gonna keep looking on the surface, see if I can find anything cool. Also, I got this wand of sparking. It's like the first magic weapon you'll ever get if you get one. 8 magic damage and shoots. It's only costing 2 mana. That's not bad, I mean, as a starter item. And it can catch enemies on fire. So if you need to be ranged for something, it's not bad. It's a lot of water. Gotta be careful of piranhas. Always look in water at the bottom if you can, though. If you have glow sticks or anything, see if there's a water chest. I think water chests can spawn anywhere, but they will have a higher chance in things like oceans and whatnot. But they can have some really cool drops. It goes kind of deeper there. Do I have any bombs? I have a grenade, but that's too useful. I'm gonna use that. If it's too dark for you to see currently, sorry, but I only have so many torches. Wand of sparking. So the thing about this is it has 0 knockback. It says no knockback under the text below average speed. So you gotta be careful if enemies still running at you when you're shooting them. Whereas the boomerang will knock my enemies away from me. I forget how enemies are still pretty difficult at the beginning. Alright. It's a lot of Eskimos. The game tries to be funny with certain enemies, like zombie Eskimos or zombies wearing raincoats, slams with umbrellas. They think they're funny. Can this pierce? I think it just hits the one. It's not bad damage though, not bad at all to start with. Especially catching them on fire. And, oh I forget, things like wand of sparking, it creates light when you shoot it. So it's actually pretty helpful. Well, it looks like it might actually pierce. At least by one. So you can shoot it into water. I'm not sure if this one works in water. And possibly see down under. That's not that helpful of an item, but I'll take it. Also, your mana replenishes faster when you are not moving. And also, the more mana you have, the faster it replenishes. So the game really kind of hits you hard when you run out of mana. They're really big on conserving. Recall potions, good. I like the favorite items, so I'm gonna try to keep in my inventory, like some recall potions, some wood, some potions. I can use these things like shurikens. You'll get tons of little things like shurikens out of pots that you should just straight up use and not ever save. And sometimes you will actually be able to pick it back up. sometimes. A sandstorm, ain't that great? That's exactly what I wanted to start with. Sandstorm battle music is pretty intense. I'm gonna go ahead and get some cactus armor since I hadn't found anything amazing. It's definitely not bad starter armor. And there's already 2 and 3. Like, to get that bit of armor at the very beginning that quickly, you just might as well. Thought there was a charger here a second ago. A lot of the time, if you kill enemies and you're missing mana, they will drop a mana star. I don't know what the chances are on that exactly, but it'll happen pretty often. Oh goodness gravy. That's not what I need. As long as I keep knocking him back, I'll be fine. It's a tumbleweed. Angry tumbler, they call it. It's the weirdest enemy you could ever put in a sandstorm, but okay. As you can see, he nearly straight up killed me. Like, those things do a ton of damage. Oh, the sandstorm just shifted which way it was going. I'm gonna use some rope like this. Indiana Jones it up over here. Oh! The sandstorm pushed me. Oh goodness. Alright, let's do it like this. Wow, if I'm in midair, I can't actually move fast enough to... Ah, there we go. Jeez. Talk about going against the wind there. All I have to do is get away from the sand and I'll be out of the sandstorm. I will open all these skulls which act like pots, but with as many enemies as there are down there, not a chance. That just ain't happening. Go ahead and finish my set. Usually if you get a full set of anything, it'll give you some kind of bonus. I guess there's not a cactus bow. I could go ahead and make a wooden bow if I wanted, but I'll hold off. So I can't even make arrows yet. The dungeon you can't enter until you talk to the old man at night and free him of his curse, which will spawn Skeletron to kill him. And that's kind of the third of the 3. Well, they're called mechanical bosses in hard mode. On this one, they're kind of just Cthulhu parts and Skeletron. But you really want to wait and do that after you kill the other 2. Which, let's see, if this is a corruption world, which I think it is, there'll be the Eater of Worlds, which is a gigantic worm. There's the angler. And the Eye of Cthulhu. So the angler, you'll find him at the beach, and he'll give you these fishing quests. Batfish, I'll tell you exactly where to find him. I hadn't even get a fishing pole or anything yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. Waterleaf, good. So I'm going to straight up run into this ocean to the point at which I would almost die. Hey, it does create light. And use my recall potion to get home, just scouting to see if there's a water chest maybe. Aha! See, that's exactly what I wanted. I got a trident. Awesome. Go ahead and pick that up. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get lucky and find another. Don't want to run into that crab. Alright, I'm almost done. Okay, I guess not. Not bad though. I can go ahead and place some chests and start having a sorted inventory. But for now, let's see, where do I want them at? Guess I'll put them over here. I didn't want to bore you guys with building crap, so I went ahead and just made a big old place. Not bad. Herb bags are really great. Giving you a bunch of stuff for alchemy. Oh yeah, I forget there's a deposit all button I should be using. These are mostly worthless. I should sell them, but Eh. Let's see here. I don't think 8 lead can do me too much. I could make like an anvil. Get my workbench. This is made from spooky wood, which I know is a hardcore mode. Not hardcore, hard mode. Those are so confusing. It's a hard mode material that is actually used to make some really good armor for summoners. But I'm not planning on doing that. I'm just leaving it alone as decorative stuff. Alright. Not too much else we could make here. But we do have the anvil now, so when we get a furnace in, we can start smelting some bars and get some weapons and armor. That's what I really need to start doing. But first, I think I'm going to go ahead and explore the right side of the map and see if there's any good surface chests. See, I've already got a trident, which is a really good early game item. The fact that it pierces is what makes it so good. It can be hard to hit bats with it, which is why people like broadswords to swing over your head like a pickaxe. But just in general versus groups of enemies, piercing out like a trident is amazing. Alright, don't want to fall. Oh, that's cactus, not torches. I have no gel to make torches. Oh, but I got a few now. I know I left the chest. I'm going to pick it up on the way out, unless this goes pretty deep. I'm actually keep coming down here. Oh yeah, I forget I have this guide to plant fiber cordage, I don't know. Vine ropes. I don't really want vine ropes. I might just unequip this. So you get so many ropes anyway. I don't think vine ropes are too useful. Be really careful about shift clicking your inventory. That's what I just did with that. If you just shift click, you're deleting it. Granted, you can pick up your last item that you tried to delete in case it was an accident. But if you go any further than that, you don't realize that's what you're doing, you're going to have a big problem on your hands. I also should have went after those slimes. I'm trying to place a torch so I can get more gel and more torches. And I highly, highly recommend enabling auto pause if you're playing solo, so that when you do press escape, it actually pauses the game. Whether you're going to go take a bathroom break or just do something in your inventory, you don't want things just spawning on you and killing you while you're away. And that can definitely happen. So, see, there's some gems here. What do I want to do? Because there's so many different ways to play the game and classes, they call them. I played the Ranger first of all, and I think the Ranger is extremely powerful. Like, just DPS wise, I think he's the best. And then the Summoners, if you want to play safer and kind of stay in the back, it's amazing. Stay behind walls. And Melee, I hadn't really done too much in Melee. I actually have a profile I've been playing on recently where I was starting a Melee character, and they have the most defense. But I don't know if they're really worth it when you're playing solo. This probably leads further down, but I guess I'll check it out. Let's see. Later on in the game, though, if you're doing melee, you will get some more range to your things, like whether they're yo-yos or flails, or swords that actually shoot projectiles. You won't always be strictly melee. Just things will be considered melee damage, which is cool. But I don't know how I feel about it, really. Melee is not usually how I prefer to go. And it's all my torches. Oh, you can barely see this here. Let's see, show it with the wand sparking. But that looks like a sword from Legend of Zelda. And I just broke it. Nothing came out. Because like 9 out of 10 chances or something stupid that's a fake. And you won't actually get one out of it. I was actually playing with my brother, and for the first time I've ever seen one drop, he got one. I was like, well, aren't you a lucky son of a bitch? If you hold shift, you'll bring out a torch or pickaxe, whether you're pointing different things or not. But if you're just running around placing a bunch of torches, it's probably better to just have your hotbar selection. but it has its uses, that's for sure. Hey, more torches. I see what looks like a money bag up there or something. Oh, nope, that is silver? Silver. Yeah, silver. Silver and platinum, they're similar, but not quite the same. Silver is the equivalent to tungsten. Platinum's the equivalent to gold. Every world has one or the other. That's how it works. Definitely not a bad idea to get some silver armor if you see a whole bunch of it. Silver weapon, silver bow. Well, and that's about it down here. Well, let's see something here. Let's see. Early on, you want to break the traveling merchant. I don't have the kind of money to care about the traveling merchant right now. I've explained before that he has items that are for specific Tinker's Workshop combinations, and you normally want to get those anytime you see him. So dart trap right there, and there's a pressure plate. However, if you don't have the money, it's useless. Oh, there's another dart trap I didn't seem to notice. Which those things shoot you into a good bit of damage and give you poison, so gotta be careful. You may notice I hadn't been picking up copper whatsoever. That's because copper is crap. Copper tools, copper weapons, they are all just straight up baloney and you shouldn't even get it. In my opinion. It's not worth the time invested. Just want to play some rope. I say I'm going to explore the right side of the map now. The painter has arrived as well. See, all these NPCs are coming in right now because I built that big freaking house and there's space for a lot of them. Most NPCs will have some kind of requirement before they come though, like the arms dealer, you have to have a gun in your inventory, which I just so happen to have a gun because I was building on with a different character. It's my bad for realizing that would have happened or not realizing. But again, I'm just going to ignore him until I do have a gun. Act like he's not there. It's a strange plant. See, you have to have a strange plant in your inventory for... Oops. That's not torches. I don't have any. Okay. There we go. You have to have one in your inventory for him to actually appear. And he has like a chance every once in a while. I don't know exactly how it works, but hey, that's cool. I was trying to equip it, but I was attacking, so I couldn't do it yet. Aglet, that's one of the items that's used to make lightning boots. To make, if you get Hermes boots, upgrade those to even faster boots. And equipped it by itself, it just gives you more movement speed. I think it's like 15 to 16 miles per hour. See, just from exploring, you can make a lot of progress pretty quick. From all the different stuff you can get. I could have went down that desert, but I don't quite like desert biomes. They're pretty dangerous at the beginning. So, the spear is the worst form of a trident, but I'll go ahead and take it and probably sell it later. It's another one of those cool early game items I could use. Oh yeah, I have a blowpipe now, so I'll be getting a bunch of seeds. One of the very first ammo items in the game. Not that it's like good, but it's there. From destroying grass, not only can you get seeds. Oh, the dye trader. See, he's here now that I've had that in my inventory. But a lot of the time, worms or grasshoppers, like that one, will spawn out of them. You can use as bait for fishing. But first you have to buy a bug net from the regular old merchant. And I'm not worrying about that quite yet. I think next episode I'll probably go ahead and get some fishing stuff. And go to the ocean and show you why if you go fishing really early, it can be extremely helpful. Because if you get the right crates instead of like fish, you know, fishing doesn't always give you fish, you can get crates from it too. Then you can get some really powerful items for early on. Oh, this looks like a nice cave. Yes, I know there's lead up there. And I'm just scouting at the moment. So most of this you've probably already seen from when I started the other world. Alright, nothing too new. Oh, oops. By the way, if you want to play it, like I'm using a mouse and keyboard, if you want to play it like you're using a controller, how it picks what blocks you're going to mine based on where you're pointing. If you press left control is what's normally set to, that's how you'll mine. Now, personally, I never like that, but it is useful for some building, like with platforms. Like, you have to use that to make some platforms go diagonally. But, if you have a pickaxe that mines so fast that it's easier to just have it set to a specific spot or area, rather than choosing every block you mine, which is pretty late game, then it's really useful to just mine super fast. I'm gonna go over here real quick and try to make it to the ocean and just scout the surface. There's the jungle biome. Jungle and snow are pretty much always opposite from each other, I believe. The dungeon's always on the same side as the snow biome. Oh, that hurt. This is not the safest place. I'm getting attacked by a piranha? Yeah. When you can't see your enemies, it kind of sucks. Alright, well. That wasn't the best decision probably to jump down there. Yeah, these biomes are pretty dangerous, and this guy's trying to eat me here, so I'm going to go ahead and go home. Sort my inventory. Next time I'm going to go ahead and do fishing. And I know fishing can be really boring, but some of the items you get from it can be super helpful. Just really OP for how early you can get them. What did he give me? Where's the dye? Oh, mirage dye. That's cool. You trade those strange plants for dyes, and that one, I think it makes your... Yeah, you can see my body wiggling just a tiny bit. Jeez, that's hard to see, though. It's not the coolest dye to me, but it's there. So, anyway, next time I'll be fishing. I'm going to go ahead and sort my inventory. And building all this, I'll work on that later. So anyway, we will see you next time.